Hello, welcome to my BioBits video. My topic is on the evolution of Alaskan moose. Evolution has always been very interesting to me, and I have always been obsessed with moose. So let's get into it. So the first thing that we need to understand is what evolution is. So evolution was a theory brought about by Charles Darwin that explains that modern species are different from their ancestors. This is because of the fact that modern species have since made evolutionary adaptations in order to adapt to their outer environment. The idea of evolution has been proven by fossils, footprints, remains of dead species, etc. So just a quick introduction to the Alcis alces gigas. This is the species name for the Alaskan moose. It is part of the subfamily known as the Audacoyleinae. I believe that's how that's pronounced. Moose have diverged from their deer ancestors. This happened about 10 million years ago. Please excuse that typo. They are part of the genus known as the Alces, alongside deer and elk. Basically, it's just a genus full of antlered animals. Now, these animals are mainly found in northern regions of the world, such as Siberia, Canada, northern New England, Alaska, etc. Credit to R. Terry Boyer of Idaho State University and Chris J. Huntermark of University of Alaska Fairbanks for this information. So we must also understand why the antlers of a moose are so significant, because antlers were a major part of Alaskan moose evolution over the years. So these antlers were obtained from their deer ancestors, and they are used to intimidate potential predators, attract mates, and remain healthy and protected in the case of a scrap, as you can see in this photo right here from sciencephoto.com. Now, surviving predators and reproducing successfully can allow any organismal population to be well maintained. Now, this is the most important part of the presentation, as this explains the actual evolutionary history of Alaskan moose. So although Alces alces gigas populations thrived in Alaska, the rise of Alaskan wolves would threaten that population, as Alaskan wolves were a known predator for many moose in the area. So in order to fight off these new predators, some Alaskan moose evolutionarily adapted. They adapted larger antlers, larger bodies, tougher fur, sharper teeth, etc. These new creatures, now known as Alces alces antlis, successfully adapted to their environment and are still alive today. However, the Alces alces smallus, who remain the same with their normal body types and normal antlers and unsharp teeth, were unable to defend themselves from the moose. Credit to EcoEvoProject2015.com for this information. According to the National Park Service, there are some other adaptations that Alaskan moose have since made in order to survive. These include extremely long legs, larger toes, more space in between each toe, the ability to swim. Now, these are all important because these adaptations all allow moose to escape prey, especially in icy conditions, as these hooves that moose have since adopted allow for better traction in icy conditions, very common Alaskan weather. So, and also the ability to swim allows moose to escape prey at a greater rate. One sec. So, another example of evolutionary adaptation is a moose's ability to develop antlers at a younger age. The Alces alces antlis are able to develop antlers in between the ages of 1 and 6 years old. This is because at one time wolves would target much younger and much weaker moose and essentially be able to just catch some easy prey and catch an easy meal. So in order to avoid this, in order to avoid dying at a young age at such a high rate, the Alces alces antlis adapted, evolutionary adapted, and gained the ability to grow antlers at a younger age to intimidate wolves at a younger age and therefore survive, make it through their younger years, survive their younger years, and then live on to reproduce, which would in turn help with population growth. Credit to Professor R. Terry Boyer, once again, from Idaho State University, as well as a few other professors for this information, located in Volume 82, Issue 3 of the Journal of Mammalogy. So just a quick summary, the story of the Alaskan moose and its evolution is a perfect example of how evolution is crucial. Essentially, organisms who evolve and adapt to their environment have a better chance of surviving than those who do not. And there is no better example of that than the story of the Alcis alcis antler, pardon me, and the Alcis alcis smallus. So here are all of my sources, and that concludes my video. Thank you very much.